Welcome to In This Season podcast, where we unpack the most empowering conversations, have exclusive and inspirational interviews, and host special events. Join Tammy, some call her Butterfly, and explore life's purpose by learning how to embrace each season of your life with confidence, strength, and purpose. Whether you're blooming in the spring, or shining in the summer, or embracing change in the fall, or gracefully hibernating in the winter, get ready to be inspired. Join us right here on this season of In This Season podcast with your host, The Butterfly. It's time, no matter what season it is.
All right, great people, come on into this barbecue. Let's feed the ducks today. It's Monday, you guys. Where's my Miss Brenda? Happy Monday? Is that how we say it? All right. Auntie Richetta is first in this morning from the ATL. Good morning, Butterfly and Nephew, she says. Nephew will be joining us here shortly. But until then, I know Auntie Richetta gets her groove on. She's bobbing and bobbing. All right, y'all. Great Monday to you. Hope you had a fabulous weekend. What we're going to do is feed the ducks, and I'm going to ask you, pimping wearing you, or you wearing the pimping, you feeding the ducks, or the ducks feeding you? So y'all talk to me this morning. Say good morning as you come on in. I'm going to give it just a few more minutes to let some of our regulars come on into the barbecue. I see them getting out of the car with the plate, ready to eat. There's Miss Brenda Davis. Great everything, everyone. Happy Monday, she says. Let's get the bebop in here. Good morning, Brandon. How's it going over there?
Good morning, Mama. Doing good. How you doing, sweetie?
I'm doing good. There is Big Mike. Good morning, everyone. All right, Brandon. Brandon, gotta see you feed the ducks before I go. There you go. Look at him, y'all. Ain't he on sync? Uh-oh. Whoa.
So I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to it. Nah.
All right.
I'm getting used to
it. That's a Brandon. All right, man. You got me going.
Ooh. My coffee almost gone already. That's the difference.
I haven't even sipped mine, but I'm getting ready to, y'all. My cup is full this morning.
I need to go fill mine up again.
Go ahead. Do it.
I might in a little bit. I got you on my earpiece, so I'll still be listening in if I do.
Cool beans. Hey, get what you want.
No, that's right.
Why you can get it. Want another cup of coffee? Go get another cup of coffee.
How was your night?
It was good. I had a good night. I had a good, productive weekend. I'm telling y'all, whatever that was that got me going when I couldn't find anything that I needed and I have stuff everywhere, it got me in some kind of something like garage been cleaned. I done cleaned out closets. I still got so much more to go. Yeah, I'm gonna be having a yard sale hopefully within the next month. We'll practically give some stuff away, but I'm gonna have a yard sale and get the funds to my grands. So y'all gonna have to come out here and support. But I'm getting rid of some stuff. I'm becoming a minimalist. I'm gonna have so little, but so much. It's like that one said, when he stopped speaking, he started saying so much. When he stopped talking. So oversee. Well, we got a few more. Let's see who's coming in with us. Big Mike, Big Al Sal. He's in detention because he's been missing. Big Al Sal. Alvin Williams Jr. says, good morning. Welcome back, my brother. We missed you. And then Big Mike says, I want to be able to stay long. Got a teammate client that I'm meeting early this morning for an assessment, but we'll come back earlier in the day and finish listening to what I've missed. Do what you do. Like I told Brandon, get that cup of coffee. Go get your teammate. Go put it in. All right. So, Brandon, let's get started.
All right, friends and family. Well, welcome. Thank y'all for all joining us this morning as we read through the Daily Motivations for African American Success, a book written by Dennis Kimbro. This man right here, make sure you get the book. Again, we always want to shout him out. We are reading through his book, and we don't make a dime from this. And unless you buy the book, he doesn't either. But we do want to be grateful to him for writing this book and giving us a good book to read through. Our first book with the In This Season podcast. So thank y'all for joining us. And hopefully, Dennis Kimbro, if you're out there, or if somebody knows him or can contact him, invite him to the show. We would love to interview you, Mr. Kimbro. But a little bit more about this book and why we come here to read this every single morning. Daily Motivations for African American Success will help you focus on the thoughts, attitudes, and deeds that will lead to the achievement of your true goals. In 365 short, powerful motivations, one for each day of the year, Dennis Kimbro, author of the popular Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice, leads us to discover how to use the present moment and our own gifts to transcend labels, cultivate a positive attitude, become wise enough to know when to say yes and when to say no, and to look inward for answers to life's challenges. Each motivation begins with words of wisdom from such distinguished and celebrated African Americans as Malcolm X, Miriam Wright Elderman, Whoopi Goldberg, Charlene Hunter Galt, Bill Cosby, Carl Rowan, Mother Hale, Reverend Leon Sullivan, and hundreds of others. This treasure trove of practical inspiration will give you fresh encouragement every day of the year. What it teaches will last you a lifetime. All right. So get your coffee, get ready, and let's read it. You got anything else for us, Mom? Before I jump into it? Anything?
I'll wait till. Well, no, I'll go ahead and share it. And if you want to go get that cup of coffee, you can. I'll go because you've heard this story.
Okay. Say
You've
no
heard
more.
this story. So,
I'll be back.
Saturday. Okay. Saturday, I had mentioned to you guys. Well, yes, I think it was Sunday because this happened Saturday about Miss Deja. If you've been coming in, you know that I spoke about meeting a young lady who had apologized. So I spoke about that, but something else happened Saturday that I meant to share with you guys. I was out, discount tire, getting my tire, had a nail in it. So this 3-year-old boy who reminded me of Tupac, my grandson, in a deep, deep way. You could tell he just had that 3-year-old energy and just reminded me of Tupac in many ways. So we were having a conversation, he and I. Very intelligent young kid. Um, he mentioned money. He asked me questions and things like that. And so we're just having a whole conversation. And he asked me, did I have money? And, kind of like, what do you do with it and all that? And so I said, what do you do with your money? And he mentioned bills. I didn't quite understand what he said about bills, but I did say, well, if that's what you do, let me give you my money so you can pay some bills for me with my money and da 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 da. And out of the blue, this 3-year-old boy, his dad was at the counter checking on their car. They've been there for quite a while. And I'm not going to change his words. This is what he said to me. My mom and dad does not live together anymore. They got a divorce. And he walked away. That was the end of our conversation. He simply walked away. And as they are now, my eyes filled with tears. And there was a lady next to me, Miss Lily, older lady, who had been sitting kind of listening to our conversation. She thought it was just kind of interesting that he walked up and started talking and asking all these questions. But y'all, as he walked away, I said to Miss Lily, I said, we have no idea what we do to these babies. Like, we have no idea how our coming together, our being together, and then our depleting, our walking away for sometimes meaningless reasons. We have no idea. So from the mouth of a 3-year-old, those was his words. Even in the pause, then silence. My mom and my dad doesn't live together anymore. They got a divorce. And he turned and he walked away. So I just want to share. Y'all just think about that. And think about how many more 3-year-old, 5-year olds, 14, 15, 16-year olds who are caught up in adult mess. That being caught up will change their life. That little boy's life can be changed forever unless someone gets a hold of him now and start helping him deal with what he's processing inside. So may never meet him again. Maybe I will. I don't know. So y'all just contemplate on that a bit more. And as you see these young babies, the youth out, because that's what one of our days was about. Engage with them, talk to them. Ask him, how is school going? What's your favorite subject? What would you like to be? Because like Miss Deja told me Saturday, Miss Tammy, thought I'd never see you again. And people just don't do what you did. And it's just really been hard. That's what she said. It's been hard. So there you go, Brandon. Now let's get into this show.
Sounds good. Thank you for sharing that. It was good to hear it. And I think there's a reason that kid came up to you and was talking about money and bills, as it is, if I'm not mistaken, the number one cause for divorce. Um,
Oh, I think we're losing Brandon, you guys. Let me don't know what's going on with technology. Let's see. Give me just a moment, you guys. See what's happening over here. And yes, he is. So what I'll do is read us on in, give him a minute to unfreeze himself, as it just did. I'll give him a minute because he'll probably just pop right back in. If not, I'll go ahead and read us in so that we can get on out of here. We're not going to keep you guys long. We're going to leave it for you to contemplate more on. So our subject for today is something that you can use. Something that you can use. I'm going to go ahead and get our quote out just so that I won't have to do that as I read it. Okay, something that you can use is our topic. The quote for the day is, the value of our lives depends on how we use them. The value of our lives depends on how we use them. We all wonder at some point why we've been placed on earth and what the purpose of life is. Of course, there are various views on this subject. The first view holds that we should do everything possible to reach our full potential. Oh, sorry. Sorry, you guys. Didn't get too far. All right. Hey, Brandon. Quote
Hey,
away.
Mama, sorry about that. I had thought I had my phone charged or had my
Oh,
charger in, and it was just barely not making a cut. So I was like, What's going on?" But it actually
okay.
wasn't plugged up. Sorry
Well,
about that,
go
y'all.
ahead.
We'll take
That's
this.
okay. It happens. Go ahead. And I didn't get maybe 3 sentences in. So go ahead and you do your
You
thing.
sure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
because
gonna.
we interrupted. So let's start over. Let's start from
Yeah, I
the
was gonna
top.
say I'm gonna start all the way over. All right. So today's title, y'all, is something that you can use. Something you can use. Uh, Alelia Walker, the philanthropist and daughter of Madam C.J. Walker, interesting, said the value of our lives depends on how we use them. The value of our lives depends on how we use them. We all wonder at some point why we've been placed on earth and what the purpose of life is. Of course, there are various views on this subject. The first view holds that we should do everything possible to reach our full potential, that we should strive to be the best that we can be. The second view holds that we live to glorify the Creator. The third view holds that we live to serve our fellow man. Jesus of Nazareth, Clara, Mother Hale, Malcolm X, and Martin Luther King are all examples of people who committed their lives to the service of others. An elderly woman recently asked me to retrieve a box of letters from her dresser drawer. As I removed the letters, I saw a beautiful quilt in the drawer. When I asked about the quilt, she told me to take it out and look at it. It was a masterpiece. She told me her grandmother had made the quilt as a wedding gift years ago. When I asked her why she did not have it on her bed, she said, "Oh, it's too beautiful to use."
Mm.
How sad she felt her gift was better hidden in a drawer, preserved, than used. Whether you believe your purpose in life is to reach your full potential, to glorify your Creator, or to serve others, it can only be achieved through personal sacrifice, persistent effort, and cooperation with others. You must find something bigger and grander than yourself, a cause that stirs your emotions like no other. Our Creator gave humanity a beautiful gift, the most beautiful gift in the world. I hope yours is something that you will use, something that you can use. And our affirmation for today is today I will analyze my talents and establish goals that make use of them. Again, our affirmation for today is today I will analyze my talents and establish goals that make use of them. Over to you, Mom. I like that one. That was a good feel one.
I do too. It made me think about this. Look, Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, made me think about.
Man, I got it. Yesterday when I was at your house, and before I left, you remember I went in that room and I prayed.
Mm-hmm,
I went in there and I saw that quilt
mm-hmm,
there on the seat, and I just put my
mm-hmm.
hand on it and talked to Grandma for a little bit before I
Yeah,
prayed.
yeah. And my
It was
mother-in-law.
yesterday.
Yeah, my mother-in-law. You guys. I had a beautiful relationship. God bless her soul. God called
Rest
her
in
home.
peace.
Yeah, but I have a plethora of things, and they're tucked away like that she made me. But this one, and it's got to be. Oh, Brandon, you probably was
30
in.
years old.
Yeah, it's got to be. Oh gosh, I don't know, but I keep it. I
Yeah,
use
about
it,
30.
and I remember she told me, she was like, I can't believe you have all the stuff and you use it, because a lot of times as here, people don't use it, or they don't know where it is. So wintertime, I have a lot of hats and scarves that I pull
Mm-hmm.
out, that I use, because they just mean something. This thing right here, y'all, look, it's like Brandon says, 30 plus years old. I will keep it forever and use it.
And it's in better shape than the stuff you buy from the
Right.
store.
Yeah, like
Like,
that,
look
it
at it.
looks, look like it looks
Yeah,
brand
there's not a
new.
thread out of place. I was looking at it
Yeah.
yesterday. I was like,
So,
wow, you know.
so yeah, but this one's short and sweet to me. Life is our greatest gift. You've been given another opportunity today. What will you do with it? We could go back and read some of these things. What do you bring to the table? Something worth living was November the 1st. Um, we could just keep going back, you guys, but your greatest gift is life. What are you doing with it? What will you do with it? And if you want to see, if you want to know, one of our passages says, if you want to know what you're expecting, hoping for, praying for, look at what you're receiving. And if
Oh, you're
it's,
is
if
it
it,
what you're giving?
no, what you're,
It's what
what
you're
you're
receiving?
receiving. Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one, that particular one, it's about people really kind of making excuses. It says the world has not
Mm.
malfunctioned
Oh, I see
or
what you
not
mean.
malfunctioning, you know. And that means, of course, as this passage tells us, um, I get the order that it's in, but I would change it a bit. But it says the second view holds that we live to glorify the Creator. Well, okay, I could see that because you got to love yourself first. You got to make sure you're okay with you, and before you can be okay with the Creator of you. Because if to deny you and the greatness in you, whatever kind of greatness that is, because again, remember, it's not what you carry, it's how you carry it. It's not what you're going through. It's if you decide to grow through it, right? And then yes, to be a servant, because you are me. I am you. And if you do it to you, you're doing it to me. If I do it to me, I'm doing it to you. As Brother Mike says, better together, right? Better together. So let's think about, um, is what we bring to the table something? Is it something that you can use? Is it something that you're using? Is it something that the people that you want to serve with your whole heart, right? Not grudgingly, because sometimes we show up for people, but it's really for us. It's really for us. So is it pure, right? Is it pure? So today I will analyze my talents and establish goals that make use of them. That's something, if you've been here, that's something we should be doing every day. And my little situation a few days ago, last week or whatever, it let me know, no, you're not. You're not doing that. Because if you did, you wouldn't have to look for all this stuff. It should be plain, right? Visible to me at all times, right? But on the flip side of that, that situation got me going. It got me moving. So I thank God for it. I thank God for it, right? So that's all I have, Brandon. Really, that's all I have. This one's good. Go back and contemplate it. Put it on your plate and contemplate it, right? So, Brandon, I don't know if you heard Quincy Jones passed away. Did you hear that? You're on mute.
Oh man, he did.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard that this morning. Yeah,
I
Quincy
did
Jones
not hear
passed away.
that.
I think it's 95, maybe.
Had to be in his 90s.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness, what a legend. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a
Yep.
huge loss to the I guess just the popular culture. He did so many things. He was a composer, a jazz musician. Uh, he was the producer of the Thriller album, Michael Jackson's Thriller, the greatest selling album of all
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Quincy Jones.
Yeah, man, what a guy. And at one
Yeah.
point, he was Tupac Shakur's father-in-law, I believe.
Really?
Hmm. Yeah, they were close from what I understand.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah, Tupac dated his daughter.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. For
wow.
some reason, I don't know. It's not too many of the stars, I guess, as we call them, that I don't know, feel some kind of way about. But Quincy's just kind of always got a good feel for him.
Yeah, I watched it. There's a great documentary on him on Netflix. If you get a chance, watch it. It's very interesting to see, his genius, and then at the same time his humanity, like just him still having struggles, him still, you know,
Hmm.
it's interesting. Just even with the success, a lot of things are carried over, and you still have to deal with and unravel yourself and purify yourself, and then there's challenges along that way. So it's he had a full life indeed. Um, yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one. But yeah, that's all you got for that one.
That's all I got.
I don't know. I kind of think I should leave it there too.
It's beautiful. It's all I got. It's on y'all. Because truth be told, Brandon, what is it? It's
What's
all
up
about.
about you? I will say one thing that I noticed is that last paragraph. Whether you believe your purpose in life is to reach, your full potential, to glorify your Creator, or to serve others. It can only be achieved through personal sacrifice, persistent effort, and cooperation with others. And I think if you were to say, what is the purpose of life? I don't think it has to be just one of those. I think it could be the fulfillment of all of those. I think all of those things can exist in the same space. You know what I mean? Without taking
Mhm.
away from each other. So,
Yeah.
your purpose in life isn't, you know, one dimensional, it's dynamic, right? So, you can, in your purpose of life, believe that it's to reach your full potential, right? Also to glorify your Creator, also to serve others. It doesn't have to be a either or, it can be a both or a all and. You know what I mean?
I like that,
So
Brandon.
I just was looking at that, and I, even as I was reading it, I was like, I there were, if I look back at Jesus of Nazareth, Clara Mother Hale, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, all the examples that are used, I think they all um, reached great heights as far as their full potential and their impact on humanity, glorified their Creator, um, served others, right? And they all gave personal sacrifice, some with their life. The majority of those, I believe, with their life. You know, what's that? 3 out of 4 with their life.
Hmm.
They sacrificed their life. So they were persistent in their efforts. They said that when Dr. King, when they did his autopsy, he had the heart of like a very elderly man, right? He had the heart of an elderly man. Probably for two reasons. One, he was a chain smoker, but also because he dealt with a lot of stress, and the burdens of taking on this entire people and their liberation and the fulfillment of what he saw as a nation not living up to its constitution. He sacrificed his life, but it also took a consistent and persistent effort. And then cooperation with others. Jesus had his disciples. Uh, Malcolm X had the Nation of Islam. Dr. King had his committees, right? Mother Hale. So they all involved themselves with cooperation with others. They, if they weren't good at something, they were able to appoint people that were and keep them in their midst. They operated like one body, but they served their lane. Mom, as you often say, you know, you can't. I remember you used to say the arm is trying to do what the feet do, or the feet is trying to do what the head
Oh,
does, right?
well,
They
it
can't.
it
Go
was
ahead.
if I actually shared this at somewhere I spoke about something, I don't know, but I said to them, if I slapped you, now it's a whole thing if I slap you, right? We're arguing, having disagreement, and if I just slap you. But boy, if we standing there arguing and I slap you with my foot,
That
it's
was
a
it.
whole nother kind of slap. I don't know where you're going with that, Brandon, but I do remember that. Like really, just imagine me and you arguing, and I just slap you. Okay, but I slapped you with my hand, but boy, it's probably gonna be a different kind of fight. If I just slap you, and you realize this how much just slapped me with her foot.
That wasn't what I was talking about. I just think you woke up this morning and chose violence. You just like
That's it, though. That was the story. You probably
no,
made
no,
the
no,
story up.
no,
See,
no,
that's why
no.
you need
It's
to tell other folks' story
no.
because
See,
y'all
that's not
change.
it. No, you think of a different story. I remember that one. I remember that one. No, but you were saying it was a while ago. I remember you saying this. You might have forgot. You said so many gave so much wisdom. You forgot. Uh, you were talking about how the foot, the hand can't do. You can't walk on your hands in life. You know what I mean? Or the foot can't do what the heart should do, like trying to serve a different purpose or a different role. And what I
Oh,
was, what I was,
if you are the arm, be the arm. If you are the foot, be
yeah,
that kind of thing. Oh, okay.
yeah, not slapping people in the
But
face with my feet.
that ties into it because typically you won't get slapped with somebody's foot. That's what I'm saying. Like, right? If you're
I
gonna
mean,
slap
yeah,
somebody, use the hand because it might be a different kind of fight if you do it with the foot.
yeah. I don't know. I'm an MMA fighter, so I'm all mixed up. We slap each other with our feet all the time.
Yeah.
But But I feel you though. No, that's a different kind of disrespect in the street. You hit me with the bottom of them J's. That's we it's
Yeah,
yeah. I after I knock you out, I'm gonna get 2 or 3 more punches in. You know.
yeah.
So but back to being peaceful and fulfilling your purpose. um yeah, y'all don't
Y'all, we
be
ain't been drinking this morning. I promise you. We got coffee. It's all coffee. I don't know what's going on this morning, but
you need to start getting you through that collagen.
yeah, yeah.
No, I'm just playing. That's good. Um, but no, seriously, with all all jokes aside, y'all, your purpose can be fulfilled in multiple ways, right? And you still be the same person. There's not just don't put yourself into a box. You yourself are multifaceted, multidimensional, dynamic in your essence already, right? So in reaching in pursuing your life purpose, let's consider those three, those three parts of us. Can you reach your full potential? Have you? Are you striving for that? Do you glorify your creator? And do you serve others? And I truly believe, like as a species, and even as individuals, just as a creation of God, we have um, some like we believe in all of these things in some way. We say in Islam that every single person is born a believer. Every single person is born in submission to God, right? So
Mhm.
even the atheist, in our opinion, even the atheist has this like innate thing that says that I did not create myself and that there's something greater than me. You'll notice when calamities happen, everybody says, "Oh my God." In every language, there's a "Oh my God," right? And whether they're atheists or not, or you'll be in a position and they'll say, "God something," or I heard an atheist yesterday say, "I was blessed with." So there's something inside of you that that gives um this sovereignty to something greater than yourself, right? And then at the last part, that persistent effort and cooperation, like you can't get around those things. So I don't want to be redundant, and I don't want to slap you in the face with my foot. So we're gonna get up out of here today.
But
That's
y'all,
all I got for you.
he didn't have anything to say. But look, he done said a whole. He done gave y'all a
I
whole
mean,
plate.
I
Y'all had to get another bowl on that one. Put food in so you can take it home. Um. So Brandon,
but
I
you
want
you can't be mad at me
you bought. No, I ain't gonna slap you with my foot. You bought it out of me. I'm gonna have to go back to this last word. Y'all go back and listen to the last word. But it said the older. Our quote was, "The older he grew, the less he said, and the more he spoke." So the older he grew, the less he said, and the more he spoke. I wanted to say, but the more he spoke, because he said less, but it said more. Less said more, right? And it says to see what you are asking for, look at what you are receiving.
though.
So to see what you are asking for, look at what you are receiving. Brandon, you remember what you said yesterday about the mind? I think you said your grandfather,
Oh,
this
my
is
great grandfather said, if
said your
yeah,
great grandfather said that if you want to something about
you have to master your mind.
to have a mastermind.
To be a mastermind at anything, you have to master your mind. Like
Right,
that's the first part.
right. So what you're asking for, like look at what you're getting out of life. Are you hopeful about life? Do you see like that mess I was in a couple of days ago around here? Do you see it? Do you come to a point where you can even get angry about it? Just go, okay, God, what are you doing in this? What are you teaching me? What do you want me to get from this? How can I be a servant in this, through this? Because it woke me up where I was sleeping. And I'm coming here every morning, right? So it woke me up. And I'm gonna stop there. Y'all go back and listen to the last word. That was I don't know what day it was, but you can scroll back and get it for yourself. Um, I was thinking in my thoughts, and I thought about how sometimes we judge people by their situations and what they're going through. And I thought about this, you guys. Sometimes what you are judging people in or through, God is growing them, right? And I thought about how we used to hear this thing about when a prostitute turns prophet, right? In her mess, what we would call her mess, right? There was a blessing for any prostitute. I'm just using prostitute for whatever situation or circumstance situation you're in, doesn't matter. If you would but turn to God, surrender. And sometimes the grace is so awesome till he'll direct you. He'll turn you to the point where you can see if you're looking, if you're hopeful, right? If you have something, if you believe that you have something that you can use. But you got to believe it. And that's why I went back to the last word, right? Look at what you're receiving because that's what you're asking for. And if you don't like it, change your thoughts, master your mind, right? So that you know and believe that you got something that can be used by you and this world. And I tell you this, you got something because you were created for greatness,
Hmm.
by greatness, right? So you got something. It's just a matter of, do you know it and are you using it? It's not what you carry, it's how you're carrying it. The ant carried it well on that day, right? Go back and
Yeah.
listen to that one as well. It's a previous one. So let's get out of here, Brandon.
Mom, yeah, we're gonna get. I just wanted to give you this thing to look up. Look up the. You reminded me of something, and I'm not saying she's a prostitute, but if I'm not mistaken, she was a. I think she like did videos and like promiscuous videos and stuff like that. But the look up Brittany Rayner and her situation. She went from like this like vixen kind of style girl that was pretty well known to now she's Muslim.
Mm-hmm.
Like over the past year, she became Muslim, and there's such a big difference in her like before and after. And I mean, I mean, like a very short time period, like to see someone change in that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Brittany Rayner, Renner, it's almost eerie how much it seems like her energy and everything has changed when you see the I saw these little I guess reels on Instagram of her before and after, like just in an interview and after her like modesty, not just in like dress, but in um, and how she carried herself, how she spoke. She seemed more eloquent now. Like she got a whole new brain, a
Mm-hmm.
whole new aura, a whole new conviction, a whole new confidence and ability to move and make space for herself. She seems like she fits as opposed to
Space for herself.
um,
Brandon, I love that. She made space for herself. I love that.
yeah, I mean it's really interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, she has some
For
videos out.
herself, her true self.
Yeah, yeah. So hats off to her and assalamu alaikum or peace be upon her. And may God continue to guide her. Because whatever path that you choose, right? In my opinion, make sure the path is straight. Meaning we can start from different places, right? But as long as we go we're traveling towards God and our path is straight, I think we'll get there, and so respect to her for seemingly to have changed her life, and others have done the same. But that's one that just really stuck out to me when you talked about a woman going from like being a prostitute to this different station in life, right? An acknowledgement of her creator, of herself, and the dynamics between those two, right? So that's all I
Brandon, I got one. I need 1 minute. I promise.
have.
So y'all, I'm going back because we
We're
got some
really doing
people.
good though. It's
Yeah, we
7:30
really
now.
are.
We're doing good.
So, and some of you have heard this: the grace of new beginning, of a new beginning. He who was seated on the throne said, "I'm making everything new. I'm making everything new, y'all." It's a sign of God's immeasurable grace that no person ever reaches a stage in life where one cannot start over. I don't care where you are or how life looks at you, to you, for you. It says it's a sign of God's immeasurable grace that no person, nobody, no matter what they look like to you, ever reaches a stage in life where one cannot start over. Each day that dawns is a new beginning. Our God is the God of second chances. Do not allow whatever may have happened in the past to cause you to lose sight of what the future may hold. If you wish to make a fresh start, make a firm decision to be done with your old life, even though it will still try to enslave you. And I say enslave you mentally. All new life comes from God alone. Continually affirm that new life flows through you as a result of God's grace, and you will receive the inheritance of new life, right? You will receive the inheritance of new life, new day, a new something that you can use. Wake up that something today and tomorrow and the next day, and stop waking up that something from the past, right? Because whatever you're receiving is what you're asking for. So let's start asking, for God's grace, God's blessing, right? We'll go to the doctor, just people, we will accept a condition and forget about a word that says we are healed, that God can heal us. He's a healer, way maker, right? So test your faith today. Decide whose you are, who created you, right? And use that something. Use it before you lose it. Is that what they said? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Use it. Well, all right, y'all. I guess that's the show. You ready to get on down, Mama?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it, y'all. Thank you again for joining us. We still did pretty good. We did pretty good today. Not bad. So thank y'all for sticking with us through the y'all know how the cookout is, man. You say you're gonna leave, and then 30 minutes later, you're still there having a conversation, but you get closer and closer to the door, or closer and closer to your car.
Yes.
But someone stops you, hey, tell so and so I said, hey, did you know? Or before you go, when next time you come, make sure you all those things. So y'all know everything that we would say, so take those into consideration, and we'll see y'all here next time. So today's daily motivation for African American success, just for a quick review, was something that you can use. That was our title, something that you can use. And again, that was in reference to your life and your life's potential. Alelia Walker, Madam C.J. Walker's daughter, said, the value of our lives depends on how we use them. And our affirmation for the day is, today I will analyze my talents and establish goals that make use of them. I will analyze my talents and establish goals that make use of them. So analyze your talents and figure out. So let's set some dates for some goals. Establish goals that make use of those talents that God gave you, right? You got your own mix, you're multifaceted. So there is purpose just for you. All right, y'all. Take it easy. And Mom, that's all I got. We love you. Make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube. Turn on those notifications, and we'll be here tomorrow, same time, same place.
All right,
Season podcast.
How'd you come in? Come on, go out. How'd you come in?
Yeah. All right, go. There you go. Come on, then back the other way. Yeah.
All right, y'all feed them ducks.
Trying to get it going on the same ride. There you go.
Yeah, that's all right. We got it. We got it. As long as we feed them and they eat.
Hey, they're getting fed.
They'll go be great. Use what God gave you. All right.